Tisha, how are you? What's your name?
Tisha's opened 16 years ago. Started out in a little tiny basement, and we now have 11 teachers teaching at our academy.
Try not to slide the finger.
I'm Megan Zaremba. I'm the founder of the Megan Zaremba Music Room to help those who either can't afford music or are disabled in some way, mentally, physically.
She puts other people before herself all the time. And considering that she's a brain injury and she has to carry this burden around for the rest of her life, it's amazing that she has that outlook on life.
We want this room funded for 5 years. Whenever someone stumbled and couldn't pay, there were hardships in the family. Between the three of us, we would step in and fund that family.
Well, Megan gets an annuity every year from the accident, and she takes a portion of that annuity, which is her money to live on, and donates it to the school.
It was a couple of years ago, and Mom and I started talking. So we opened up a room for disabled people because we'd already been giving away the 2 scholarships. And one of them had to go to a disabled person. I figured, why not extend that and make it into a whole room?
When your funding is limited, you have these kids in and you introduce them to the joy of music. You open up all these doors and windows, and then 3, 6, 9 months later, the funding is gone, or we're struggling to put more money into it. And then how do you go and tell that child that they can't continue? We decided to do crowdfunding in order to give Megan the best shot that she could get. They don't have a lot of Facebook friends or social media. They don't have a wide range to reach. And we knew that this is a dream that Megan was very passionate about.
Things happen that you don't expect. When my daughter went out in the car that night with her father, I never thought this would happen. My whole life was changed forever. By the time I got in, they were wheeling her in. And I, to this day, remember coming up to the gurney and asking if I could say goodbye. Because I didn't know, I knew that she had a head trauma. I didn't know if I would see her at the end of this. She had suffered, obviously, major skull fracture, broken jaw, a lacerated ear was almost falling off. She had a lacerated face, a broken arm. The doctors came in and said to me, you know, she's going to be a vegetable. You know, there's no brain activity. You should let her go. I refused to do that. I felt, I mean, yes, I believe in last rites, but I had a feeling that if I gave into that, then it would all fall apart, and I refused to do that.
Because of her, I never lost courage. I never was defeated because of her. She's my inspiration. She's the one who keeps the positivity in my life.
I started looking around and I found the newspaper. There was an advertisement for Tisho's Music Academy. The way Mary and Tisho treated her was like just not someone just walked in your door. They welcomed us in, and from that moment on, I decided that was the place I wanted her to be. And to this day, it's worked out beautifully. She took to it like a duck to water.
The crowdfunding is a fairly new experience for all of us, really. We've never done anything like this before. It hasn't really caught on, so the numbers actually don't reflect how well Megan has done, simply because a lot of the local people just came in and dropped off their donations or their corporate donations. So all in all, crowdfunding, what that needs to do for us now is it needs to go out over and above our community. It needs to reach the greater GTA.
When Megan and I first talked about owning this room, our biggest thing was to be able to bring to people like Megan, individuals, unique individuals who don't have access to this, who probably never would. We wanted to open the door for them to see what they're capable of. And it doesn't matter if they come lesson after lesson and nothing ever happens. That's not the point, because in here, this is where they feel it, in the heart, in the soul.
When the cause goes towards people like Megan, who has beaten the odds and is able to stand here today and talk to you the way you and I are talking, I really believe that Megan will reach her goal. And we all need people like Megan in our lives. She's an inspiration, and she's everybody's hero.
Hug! Oh, this is so great!